Okay, and welcome back to the shortest episode of this game. Yep, just half an hour long here because it was just a bunch of filler stuff that still needed to be seen before I got on to the next big story based mission. And boy, is the next one a good one. Yeah, and I'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, this feels like falling off a log after some of the stuff I've had to go through. It's like, wow, it's like going all downhill on a bike after pedaling up that same hill in the heat of the summer. So yeah, that's so yeah, it has some character moments and some other stuff that you need going forward, but it didn't really feel like it thematically fit in with the other episodes. So you end up with this one very short episode towards the end of the game. At least I think that's what this is about. This is my first time seeing this since I edited it together. I'm trying to remember what happened in episode 9, which game levels are in there. But yeah, this should be. Um, so yeah. Get your name right in the next game. Sorry. Do. Oh, and I just realized because I started playing Wing Commander Prophecy yet again. Jacob, yeah, well, boring character, yeah. So whatever, but he's in Wing Commander Prophecy. If you don't know what a Wing Commander game is, well, I guess I'll have to do is play of them at some point. When I find a joystick that'll work with the older games, good night. And no, I can't play it on a keyboard. I've tried, but playing Wing Commander with a mouse and keyboard is trying to play a strategy game with a D-pad. It's not gonna happen. Boom. Oh. Fine. Wanna be a jerk. Yeah, that's him. Spike. Steve Blum. Bell peppers and beef. Well, it's not! Yeah, little known fact. Kung Fu bounty hunting master Spike Spiegel is also a food critic. Part 9.
Commander, I assume everything is going well up here?
This thing wants to fire me over a joke. Okay, I said I'd flash the AI core, but I was kidding. And we'd only lose a few systems.
To clarify, the human resources adjustments are not actually under my authority.
Then why? Why are you
You'd think
My reply intended to provoke,
he would know that, but whatever.
stress. But you did instigate our interaction.
Okay, but
Right.
think of it this way.
Shut up.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerves. Always thought he lacked better.
Well, I guess we prove it. That was.
Better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
Wonder if any of Hitler's teachers said that.
Can't change.
Yeah, say what you will about the Holocaust and the whole Third Reich thing, but I always thought his problem was he lacked backbone. Guess he found one, so, yay?
Really don't feel bad at all about what happened on the chunk.
I don't know.
Yes, correct. Right now, he seems greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled at the Chunker. Some on shuttle back to Normandy.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
Well, it's hard not to get obsessed with that sort of thing. I mean,
Still make wrong choices.
how many millions of babies have you killed?
Guilt. Malin could
I don't know. I don't know.
Solarian still feel just
I need to be better at I need a better Christopher Walken impersonation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back into Junkyard. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do.
So he's like David Tennant.
Hello again.
Ah, here you get to this, and yeah, you'll want it. Just give this guy his packages.
Package from the drop point on Ilium.
Excellent. And here's your reward. Simple as that.
I found a package your contact left on the Citadel.
Ah,
Very nicely done, my friend. And as I promised, your reward.
again, why did you need me to pick these up if it wasn't illegal?
Great doing business.
Could you please explain that to me? Who needs illicit drop points and everything? Yeah, so you can talk to, because you're running out of time to talk to.
Not now. Working on collector data. Have ruled out artificially
You need to get
intelligent
the
virus.
next.
Unless it's very intelligent and toying with me. Tests. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out
You've
of
got-
my head. I can't
Oh.
stop them.
Well, there's an image I won't be able to get out. There's an image I won't be able to. I won't be able to get out of my mind. I'm gonna send you the bill. I'm gonna send you the bill for my sleeping pills. That'll teach you.
My cell door in a subway space. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some super biologist. Doctors, the other kids, everyone was hated me.
Aw, come on. You're generalizing, I'm sure.
Other children in the base.
I didn't know much about
Duh, did you think they got this way? Do you think they got to this point with that? You'd have to be the luckiest scientist in history to get to this point without having to do any other tests.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more chaotic power.
Huh.
I'm sure there was a payoff to it at some point, but I wasn't going to see it.
This definitely has shades of the Psi Core from Babylon 5 to it.
Really just to see if you could gain a stronger body. That's it.
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard.
Did you try asking, young lady? People can't answer your questions if you don't ask them.
You love the power they gave you.
They never gave me a choice.
They
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me, so I took guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics have developed faster than I thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground, drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me and sold me.
She said she was a kid. Don't go there, please. Don't. I think we finally saw the one thing. We finally found the one thing more gross than Lucas. Whoever wrote that part. I mean, I know it's, I guess, realistic, but still, there's a reason why, regardless of how realistic. I know it. Despite the fact that it's so realistic and it has a men's fantasy world, there's a reason I don't watch Game of Thrones. It's to avoid stuff like that. Oh, I really don't need that. Oh, and the really sick thing, here's the really sick thing, is, yeah, you can argue Luke and Leia didn't know, but rewatching it, the really sick thing is that when Leia is told, she says, somehow I've always known. That was the line put in to prove that she had force powers. So her connection was that, so she always knew.
Something's distorting the sensors.
Yeah, when she was pushing this thing forward, she knew, and she had no problem with it. She was just hoping Luke wouldn't figure it out.
It'll be okay.
He's actually pretty lucky. He almost got, if Yoda hadn't mentioned something with his dying breath and Obi-Wan hadn't said something, Obi-Wan's ghost hadn't said something, he could have fallen into her diabolical plan. No. I take it back. Princess Leia is officially the sickest supervillain in the history of Star Wars. She's the one who had that elaborate plan to ensnare her own brother and her sick little thing. See those tears? Those are tears because she realized that all her years of planning, all her carefully laid plots, are for naught. That's my theory. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of character development for Jack here, and a lot of it happens without a traditional cutscene. So that's why pretty much all of this episode is this one mission of just the walking around, because if he knew we were subjecting these children to Cars sequels. Pixar, there are things out there besides selling toys. Remember when you I know your first movie was Toy Story, but that seemed downright uncommercial. Compared to Cars sequels. So what happened? You two become friends? Do you keep in touch? Please tell me this ended happily. Because my soul's just about been crushed by everything we've learned about this place so far. I may never sleep again. Unless there's a happy ending. Ah, crap. Well, it's always nice when enemies announce their presence long before they could possibly attack you, so... See, these things are a more believable threat to people in body armor than those stupid husks, because all they do is, like, wave their hands at you, whereas at least those things seem to have teeth big enough that they could bite through your body armor. Not sure if they'd be able to. I mean, I think your body armor would be hard or flexible enough that it would absorb. You're forgetting Ice Cream Tuesdays.
I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
What the hell was wrong with those?
Let's get Joe Friday on this. I'd love to hear his reaction to this. Good night. Problems of the 1940s and 50s and 60s. Upset him. Can you imagine that? Ugh. Well, that does it. Well, I think this one, I think this one bit did it. My soul is gone, permanently crushed under the weight of the world. There's nothing left but the darkness. Sometimes it seems to peer back at me. I don't know. There isn't any point in fighting it. The darkness can never be escaped. At some point the power will go out. Or your candle will melt. Then the darkness will consume you. Nothing left.
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
Things might have happened you didn't see.
You said you were in your cell the whole time and you didn't know what was going on in the outside world. That leaves a lot of room for you not to know what's going to flick on. Also, why did they let you out?
This place is supposed to be empty. Who the fuck shot that Baron? It's a fresh kill.
Ah, thank you, Sherlock. There it is. Is there a female form of Sherlock? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna have to look that up now. Darn you, Mass Effect, making me waste time on Google. How much would I bet even a question like that I'll still somehow end up with search results that include sketchy porn sites. Just whoop. Oh no. Ah! Flaming ammo against my nude skin surprisingly hurts. Ah!
This small facility. A lot of children died here. Even then, they were part of the experiment. Bullshit. I had the worst of it, and I made it out alive.
Really? Yeah. See, you're trying to rationalize it. Here you go.
So strange to be back here. I feel like I'm pissing. I'm a dangerous bitch, but then I'm a little girl again. Shh. It's complicated. Let's just go play with my phone.
Oh, great. Please tell me it's not Stephen Moffat level complicated. I don't think I can take another time travel plot this year. Another time travel plot that doesn't quite hold up this year. And again, does any time travel plot hold up ever? Wow, that's an impressive amount of screaming he's doing after he's been completely incinerated. These apartments probably go for $68,000 a week on Manhattan. Come on, Miranda. They're probably nicer than most Manhattan apartments. Now that I think about it. So I think about it. It's a two-way mirror. She says that like it's a surprise to her. I thought they were just being jerks. Now I feel mad about killing some of them. They obviously couldn't see or hear me. Now I feel like a jerk. As opposed to the rest of this place, which is obviously just a sunshine factory full of donuts and rainbows. You're weird, Jack. Open.
I'll take it.
Haha. Does he have to announce that every time he finds something? You can just see Miranda back there rolling her eyes. You have to do that every single time? If this is the last best hope for the galaxy? We are so dead. I guess I better make out my will now.
We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died.
Wow, really?
Try that on Zero.
Lowering somebody's core temperature will kill them. I'm glad you're here to tell us these things. Chewie, take the professor in the back and plug him into the hyperdrive. They weren't. It wasn't your fault. They were trying to ensure their research, their investment wasn't. So no, you can't blame yourself. That's irrational. No, you can't blame yourself because they were just trying to protect your investment, not you, and you didn't ask them to protect you that way anyway. So again, you're not morally culpable in the least.
What a disaster. We'll infiltrate and piggyback onto the Alliance's Ascension program.
Ah, now feel so.
Zero, wait!
Shepard, they started.
Oh, don't worry. That subplot will go nowhere. Don't worry. We'll find out in the next game. That subplot goes nowhere. Don't worry.
Isn't the way I remember
Another subplot hacked and slashed to meet a release date.
done. I keep my eyes open now.
Good night. When are developers gonna realize that rushing a game out the door to meet an arbitrary, unrealistic release date that everybody called unrealistic when you first announced it, is just going to hurt your long-term sales and your brand and your company. So yeah, so don't do it. Just don't. So does he have his own LGR Friths like show devoted to salvage on abandoned planets or something? Is that what he's so that why he's so excited by the idea of salvage? Yeah, you're obviously a tactical genius. Yeah, just make sure you get the flamethrower guys. I hate those guys. Want enemies with regenerative health like you have. Or no, our numbers are exactly even right now that I think about it. Yeah, you come out and fight. You're the one hiding behind boxes. I'm the one charging at you. Still feeling so cocky? Want to leave? No? You still think the salvage is worth fighting? You really still think the salvage is worth it? Alright. Well, it was literally your funeral. Rush.
I want to plant the bomb there anyway. Might as well do it on this corpse.
Wonder if that's better or worse than teabagging a corpse. The doors, you know, those doors are surprisingly well lubricated. For something that's been abandoned this long and had plant life growing all over it.
Who are you?
My name is Arash.
Who are you?
At my home.
What do you want?
Well, you Subject Zero.
Why are you here?
And I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack.
Jack! She's a Lego maniac. Jack! She's a Lego maniac.
You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I tried to
The answer is who's a super powerful biotic who was abused as a kid.
follows you. I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago. We're rebuilding it piece
Yeah, it looks like it. I just killed off all your business partners before they could come in here and rip your head off and spit down your neck. I really don't see you rebuilding this. You're crazy Mick stained pants. Because I'm betting he doesn't shower or change his pants ever. Ugh. He doesn't look like the showering type. Does he? Does this guy look like the type of guy who takes showers to you?
Jack got loose. When I came to, it was over.
No.
Guards, the scientists, and the kids.
We're all on the same page, I would say.
I stopped it. All of it. But what you're doing is just messed.
Messed?
Everything we went through must have been worth something.
That's actually a yeah, this is actually pretty.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
You know, I always stop her here because to me it's psychological, Jury, because he said, "What do we do with another you?" So in other words, you're giving her permission to hate herself and to want to die in the suicide mission, or to kill herself later if you don't stop her from killing this guy. Because yeah,
He's not worth chasing.
you're telling her that her past is all there is, and that's something that I hate a lot of things, is that nowadays a lot of people act like the past has to define everything you do from then on, and you can't move on. And yeah, that you have no, you can move on, and it's just like no. And I'm not gonna, yeah, and I'm not really interested. To me, from a storytelling point of view, it's very depressing if you let her kill him, because basically she's killing herself by proxy. And there is a reason I brought Miranda here, and you'll see that in a second. Because it only makes sense from a story. There's something that happens after this that only makes sense from a story standpoint if you do this. If you bring Miranda. Now it happens no matter what, but yeah, and here's the reason why I do this so late in the game is this loyalty mission. First of all, you want to do all the loyalty missions before you get the Reaper IFF. And second of all, and there's a reason for that. And second of all, if you're playing this, if you're actually trying to get your crew out alive and not get a bad ending, then you'll want to do this one late when you'll want your Paragon or Renegade points, one or the other, completely maxed out, or you'll end up in trouble. Because even if you got it like 99%, yeah, here it is. Even if you can't resolve this problem, and I like this idea of resolving conflicts between people. And it kinda a little comes back in Mass Effect 3, but you never really get this sort of solution where if you try your hardest and use your brains, you can resolve the issue without alienating anyone. Here's the thing is, if you don't have those two Paragon or Renegade options there, which you need it 100% maxed out to get them, you'll lose one of them. You have to take a side, and then whichever one you don't take the side of, chances are if you assign them to any sort of solo job or any sort of specialist job in the final mission, which you'll see that if you're watching this for the first time here, they'll die. So you want to so if you want them both alive at the end of this and to see what happens with Mass Effect 3, go do that. All right, see ya.